Smartphone, bad. Dumb phone, good. Discord, bad. Touching grass, good. AI girlfriend, bad. Your mother's love, good. Going chronically offline is trending right now, and it's a good thing because otherwise, every single person on earth is going to lose their souls to technology. I'm not kidding about that. Let me explain. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Charlie, aka Easy. I'm a free dive instructor on an island in the Caribbean, which means I just teach people how to dive 60 feet underwater while holding their breath for 2 minutes. Doing that is a huge mental challenge for people. So I like talking about mental health, mental struggles, all that stuff. So like and subscribe because I've posted one video a day every day since getting started on this channel, and I don't plan on stopping. So, reconnecting in real life instead of through the box of distraction hatred we all carry in our pockets every day is a good thing. And it reminds me of when my parents would talk about life before technology. I remember some of that life, but for the most part, I was born at the same time as the internet. So my dad would always tell me, yeah, kid, back in my day, we had to actually plan meetups like days or weeks in advance. We actually had to make plans, or you just rely on the fact that the whole squad knows, okay, this is the bar that we go to on Wednesdays at 6. And if somebody's not there, well, they're just not there. And everybody goes about their business. And everybody was on the same page about that. Everybody knew that, like, those were the rules because there was no way to instantly get in touch with somebody about it. And that is just a much more intimate way of doing things, of going about your life. It's closer to the way we were meant to interact with our tribe. That mentality is closer to how we evolved into the humans that we are today. We didn't evolve with the instant ability to talk with anybody in the world whenever we wanted. And the fact that we can talk to each other every second of every day somehow removes our genuine connection with each other. When there's no effort needed to get a hold of anyone, there's no meaning. And that's something that's been on my mind lately, okay? So, how tech got to a point where its convenience and ease made life less meaningful. It's easier, but meaningless. Think about anything like the movies, okay? You had to go to the newspaper. I am actually old enough to still remember this. Okay, don't make fun of me, please. All right. Figure out the show times in the newspaper for the 12 or so movies that were playing at the two different theaters in your town. Then you had to call your friend's landline from your landline. And then when his mom answers, you have to ask if you can go talk to him so he can come to the movies for that night. And then you have your parents drive you there. And then you have them come pick you up and drive you back after the movie's done. Nowadays, you just Uber over there and it's Netflix or illegally stream any movie that's ever been made ever. Okay. With music, you have to watch some music related TV shows to get the news of which of your favorite artists is releasing new music. Drive to the record store or Best Buy or whatever. Listen to one of those demo CD booth things to decide if you want to buy it or not. And then you play it in the car on the way home, assuming that your car had a CD player. Now you can Spotify any song anywhere with Bluetooth, and that's it. Everything is so easy and convenience now. And with the same with video games. All right. At the same time, with video games, when Halo 3 came out, dude, every single kid in high school either called in sick that day, and over half of the football team said, fuck practice today. And we went straight to Best Buy and then straight home to get on Halo 3. I remember that so fondly, dude. I remember sitting down to play it for the first time, and my sister was there with me. And I was like, remember this moment. Remember the first time I started up the Halo 3 campaign. And that's just a beautiful memory that wouldn't happen now. You know what I'm saying? Because there are like cheat codes and video game rumors that people would talk about at school, like the golden warthog and all that. God, good times. But now that can't really happen because everybody just streams the same games. There's not one game that everybody's talking about. It's like a handful of different games that are all either extraction shooters or battle royale or whatever. It's the same shit with a different flavor, and none of it has much soul, to be frank. Have you seen the Call of Duty franchise lately? Goodness gravy. So this analog movement is great. Everybody is saying together, yeah, this has gone too far. Okay, now we're going to take a step back. We have to. And I love that. I think it's a very good thing. Like I said in my last video, I'm doing this whole video without any Wi Fi. I'm only turning on the Wi-Fi when I need to, when I know exactly what I need to do so I don't get sucked into the distraction hellhole that is the internet. And so I don't click around on 1,000 different tabs, forgetting about why I came onto my computer in the first place. So I'm using my Notes app, CapCut, and then YouTube to upload everything as a tool. It is the useful tool this way without me getting distracted. When I'm ready to connect with people and ready to use the tools that the internet needs, that's when I can get on there. Like, uploading this, but also paying bills, buying flights, online shopping, communicating with people like who I will be meeting up with in the future. That is all important stuff. That stuff, obviously, is what the internet was really made for and how we really get our actual use out of it. So I'm definitely down with this minimization of tech use. Okay, it's gotten to be too much, and people are starting to talk about it. All right. I get to spend my time in nature working on breath work and, mental fortitude as my job, which is awesome. I connect with people. I teach them to dive super deep underwater on one breath. People will literally be in tears of joy at the end of their sessions. Like it's beautiful because they're like, whoa, I never realized I could even possibly get close to that. That's a very beautiful thing. And I'm also on an island. So it's overall a pretty disconnected, easygoing vibe. So I'm checking all those boxes there, but still, I get distracted with doom scrolling occasionally. And the worst part is it's not even like hours at a time necessarily, but it's just death by 1,000 cuts. Like a few minutes of scrolling will interrupt whatever I was doing. And then I'll come back out of that trance and be like, wait, what was I even doing? Why did I start? What was I doing before I was scrolling? And then I have to spend another 30 minutes getting back into my flow, doing whatever I was before scrolling. And that's what I mean by everybody losing their soul to technology, okay? Especially when creators are trying to get bigger online. Because to get a bigger audience, they consult the AI robot to tell them, hey, what do I do? And then that AI robot gives them like a perfectly optimized plan that tells them exactly what to do. And so now every creator is saying the same shit in like the same voice even, and there's no more original thinking. There's a dangerous lack of original thought here. That's what worries me. And you combine that with the ease of access of all this technology that removes the magic out of experiencing culture, out of experiencing information. And it's easy to feel like we're about to be screwed. We've been screwed. We're still getting screwed. But that's why this conversation that seems to be in the air, going analog, the anti technology movement, it's a good thing. Okay. We're taking walks, we're touching grass, we're riding bikes around with our friends, we're using a dumb phone, we're using MP3 players. We're getting back in touch with what it means to be a freaking human. We're lighting up our brains with actual fun, and we're using the internet as the useful tool that it's supposed to be. That is what I'm trying to do, at least. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to need some help on this journey, all right? Probably you will too, okay? Because we've been addicted to this. The billionaires got us addicted to this like crack. So we're just recovering crack addicts, okay? Scrollers Anonymous. Crack Scrollers Anonymous is what we're going to name this channel, probably, okay? So, like, comment, subscribe, guys. I have posted one video every single day since I started this channel, besides May 29th, because I left the video uploading and it didn't freaking post. It said error uploading or whatever, and I had already gone to bed. But screw that. That doesn't count. We're still going forward. All right. Once again, easy breathing, Charlie. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, tell me what's on your mind, and let's do this, boys. What the hell? That was a dumb outro. All right. Anyway, peace, boys.